Hello everyone, I'm Condor Games, and welcome to the channel. Over 2 years ago, I attempted a Smoochum run in Pokemon Emerald because I was bored during quarantine. Yeah, I know, quarantine was that long ago, it's freaking crazy. But now that I'm trying to start a somewhat regular upload schedule, I wanted to revisit this solo challenge. Smoochum is a dual Ice/Psychic type named the Kiss Pokemon. I mean, damn, those are Birdo level lips right there. I really don't know who wants to kiss this thing, plus I'm pretty sure she's a minor, so whoever is kissing it is going to catch a case. Smoochum has a base stat total of 305, which is quite bad, but not as bad as the sub 300 base stat Nuzlocke, I guess. Its 85 special attack is actually quite good, 65 special defense and 65 speed are manageable, but 45 HP is bad, 30 attack is terrible, and 15 defense is abysmal. For its moves, Smoochum starts out with 2 physical moves, Pound and Lick, great. Sweet Kiss will be a solid yet luck-based strategy at level 9, Powder Snow using my special attack will be crucial for Roxanne at level 13. We get our first Psychic move, Confusion, at level 21, Sing at level 25, and Psychic at level 45. In terms of TMs, there's a few interesting moves like Rest and Water Pulse, but I see Calm Mind, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball potentially being in our final moveset. Let me know where you think Smoochum will struggle the most, and what level you think she'll have to beat the Elite Four. I'll be prioritizing minimal resets while trying to keep in-game time and my level as low as possible. Let's do this. If you guys don't know the Pokemon Emerald plot, well, first of all, how? This game is like 20 years old, but pretty much our mom throws us in the back of a moving truck, our dad is absent in our lives, and we're about to make our mom an empty nester. Outside, a professor who is trained in dealing with Pokemon is getting bullied by a glorified raccoon, so the 10-year-old with no Pokemon experience has to save the day. With great starter choices such as Mudkip and Torchic, we take Smoochum and kill the Zigzagoon. Cut me a break, I'm 10, okay? I didn't know which one was the best. Our Smoochum, Nicki Minaj, happens to have a rash nature. Do you guys think that's a fitting nature for the Queen of Rap herself? Rash increases special attack and decreases special defense, which is honestly fine, pretty good nature. I'm lazy to calculate the exact IVs, but it appears we have great special attack, good HP, decent defense, and below average special defense and speed IVs. I level up to level 6 to give myself a better chance to defeat May. We just exchange pounds and scratches, but because of our speed advantage, we survive on 1 HP for the win. On the way to Petalburg, we catch HMUs with the Zigzagoon and airplane the Wingull to serve as my HM mules. In Petalburg, I see my dad for the first time in years, and he just wants to get rid of me, so he makes me catch a Pokemon with Wally. And then I get called a noob by some random dude. I'm not letting him get away with that scot-free. Wally's dad gives us the HM for Surf as a thank you for finally getting his kid out of the house. On the way back to Mauville City, I pick up the Ice Beam TM in the abandoned ship, which will be added to our moveset very soon. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't add it to it immediately, but whatever. And pick up a few more rare candies we couldn't previously access. We begin the long journey across Route 118. And I'm done. In Petalburg Woods, I beat the Aqua Grunt without taking any damage due to some good confusion luck, and I avoid the absolutely deadly bug catch that is 2 Ninkadas. With Powder Snow at level 13, I can now Annihilate, Decimate, and Extirpate all the hikers and gym trainers. You guys like that vocab? At level 16, I try Roxanne for the first time. No resets up to this point, but I'm lacking confidence we're not going to pick one up right here. Her first 2 Geodudes will go down to 1 super effective Powder Snow every time, so no need to worry about them, but the big Schnoz takes normal damage from Powder Snow and has much better special defense. I hit a Sweet Kiss first turn and Nose Pass hits herself. I then hit a Powder Snow doing about a third, while Nose Pass hits a Rock Tomb through confusion, taking me all the way down to 3 HP. Uh-oh. I hit another Powder Snow, Nose Pass is not confused, but it misses, okay. Unfortunately, it heals with its Oran Berry, tanks another Powder Snow, and then destroys me with a Rock Tomb. I'm fine winning this fight with a little confusion or freeze luck, but I think it's best for me to get at least a few more levels right now. On my next attempt, I get enough XP so I'm level 18 for the Nose Pass. I hit Sweet Kiss turn 1 again, it breaks through but just uses Harden, which doesn't affect my Ice-type special move. I start the Powder Snows, and literally first one, I get a freeze. That's insane. 3 more Powder Snows, and I activate its berry and get it into the red health. It heals, I hit, it heals, I hit again, and Nose Pass finally thaws, breaks through confusion, but just uses block. Fuck, I can't escape now. Well, doesn't matter, it's dead. Well, we got the Boulder Badge at level 18 with only 1 whiteout. That luck was definitely in the 99th percentile, and it may take someone 5 to 10 tries at this level before actually getting a win, Leveling up closer to level 20 may be a better idea, but we'll take the win for now. After saving Pico and retrieving the Devon goods again, I can now take Mr. Briney's boat to Dewford. On my way down to Dewford though, I challenged May in the optional rival fight. The Lotad isn't a problem, but the Torchic is. Powder Snow does about 1/3, Pound does even less, and then Torchic killed me with 1 critical hit Ember. I could win this fight, but I decided to just skip it after my second reset. In Dewford, a 10-year-old ventures into a dark cave with his 1 baby Pokemon just to hand a letter to Steven. Couldn't someone have just called him? As a reward, Steven gives me the TM for Steel Wing. Does it look like my Pokemon can learn that? Fuck you. By defeating the trainers in Brawly's gym, I get close to level 21, but not quite, but I think as long as we level up to get Confusion before Makuhita, I should be fine. We outspeed Machop and do over half with Powder Snow as it does about half with Karate Chop, but we can kill with 1 more Powder Snow. Brawly's Metatite is as useless as a screen door on a submarine or like men's nipples. Long story short, it can't hit me and faints. The Queen of Rap then levels up and learns Confusion in place of Pound. The large, but not in charge Makuhita then dies to 1 Confusion. And there's the Knuckle Badge. This is going relatively well so far. Slateport is the next town to visit. There are some bad guys doing bad guy stuff, so we do some good guy stuff to stop their bad guy stuff. Carvana's bites hurt a little bit, but it does less than half, and only 1 of the 2 Carvanas actually used it. After defeating them, Archie claims that there's not enough water, but I guess we're just too young to understand that. 7.8 out of 10. We fight most of the trainers we encounter on the way up to Mauville for the May battle on Route 110. In this fight, we one-shot the Wingull with a crit Confusion, and we 2-shot the Lombre with some more Confusions, and Combuskin is a 1-shot with, you guessed it, Confusion. When I challenge Wattson for the first time, I'm at level 30. Oh, you guys don't care that I skipped over the green-haired kid with the Ralts, right? Yeah, didn't think so. Wattson leads with Voltorb, and it just survives a Confusion. Spark does 15 damage in retaliation. It fully heals. Maybe it's a range? I mean, maybe, but we still need 2 Confusions to take it down. Next is Electrike, who doesn't go for Quick Attack and dies in 1 Confusion. Then there's Magneton. I figure I'm not going to do much damage to it, so I used the 55% accurate Sing turn 1. I followed this up with Sweet Kiss, which I also hit, but it already woke up. Magneton's like one of those people that are like, I can't sleep in, I have an internal alarm for 6 AM. Those people are sadists, I don't even care what anyone else says. Anyways, through this mini rant, I've gotten some good luck, however I'm now paralyzed. It goes for Sonic Boom, and I'm paralyzed. Sonic Boom again, paralyzed. Oh, I can survive 1 more Sonic Boom. Shockwave, you're dead. Let's see if I can level up just a little bit to maybe one-shot the Voltorb and make this a little bit easier. Then at level 32, nothing honestly changed. Ball still survives the Confusion and even wastes my Cherry Berry, and Electric Doggo dies in 1 shot. I start on Magneton with the Sing Sweet Kiss combo, which I miraculously hit again. However, it stays asleep much longer this time. When it does wake up, it hits itself in Confusion, and I think 1 more Confusion will kill, but no, that's gotta be like 1 HP. It then hits a Shockwave through Confusion for 22 damage. We hit with Confusion on the heal turn, it also hits itself with Confusion on the turn after, and we kill with 1 more Confusion. Okay, first time to Manectric with 45 HP. It outspeeds but uses Howl, which only buffs its physical attack, as we do just a smidge under half with Confusion. I figure I have to go for Sing now. Its boosted quick attack takes me down to just 12 HP, but Sing connects again. That's clutch. Confusion misses the KO, but Manectric stays asleep. 1 more turn, and yes, Wattson is defeated. Team Magma is in Meteor Falls, but everyone's late for their cosplay convention, so they gotta skedaddle. I don't know how Team Magma ended up at the top of a live volcano instead of the convention, but I guess I gotta fight the head honcho Maxie now. The edgy doggo does like a crap ton of damage with Bite before we take it down. It's good we're outspeeding it though. We kill the blind bat, but now Camerupt is up. I know it will kill me with its super hot fire, so I put it to sleep. I hit 1 Confusion, but it immediately wakes up and kills me with Ember. That's my 4th reset now. Next try, the Mightyena goes for Sand Attack, so I make it through with full HP, but I can miss now. Powder Snow will kill if it hits, and it does, so Zubat's down. Now it's just the Camerupt, who should still be a normal, but that's none of my business. I'm pretty sure I can survive an Ember, or a Magnitude 6. I hit both Confusions even through the Sand Attack, and Maxie goes down on my first try of the second attempt. Now you thought that fire type was annoying, how about a whole gym of them? Doesn't that sound fun? I don't think I'll win, but I'll give Flannery a shot at level 38. I leave Numa with a tiny amount of health. I mean, that actually seems like a very average, maybe even above average amount of health, right guys? Anyway, it hits me with an overheat doing a ton. That's a no good. We finish it off, but Flannery sends out another illegal Camerupt. Where are you guys getting these things? We kill it in its sleep, kill the Slugma, and she just has Torkoal left. We hit Sing on Torkoal 2, our confusion does a little bit less than half, and Torkoal's asleep. A second confusion leaves it in the red, but it wakes up and kills with a chonky body slam. We were close, but I decided to get a few levels while EV training on some Numel to boost my special attack. Next attempt is at level 40. We now one-shot the Numel, put Camerupt to sleep and two-shot it, one-shot the Slugma, put Torkoal asleep and two-shot it as well. Not too bad considering we are weak to fire and we're not that over-leveled, especially for a solo challenge. We're now halfway through. I used the Go Goggles May gives us to explore the top of, I'm gonna say Route 111. I'm too lazy to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's right. On this route, I immediately get into a double battle and barely survive after Powder Snow knocks out the last two opponents. Alright, I'm getting the rare candy and getting the fuck out of here. Next stop is to make our father regret leaving us. Getting one hit by a trainer's Wigglytuff with Double Edge is not a great sign though. At level 42, we miss the one shot on Spinda. It uses Facade, not Teeter Dance, and does about a third. It heals, but two more confusions do the trick. Vigoroth also survives the confusion, then lands a slash taking me down to 25 HP. Well, 35 after the Oran Berry, I guess. Before fainting. Slacking is next. We outspeed and put it to sleep. We hit two confusions to take it below half, but its Citrus Berry heals it back to half health. To avoid a heal, we use Fake Tears the next turn and kill it with one more confusion. And then last is Lanoon. I decided to just go for confusion because I figured it would outspeed. Confusion takes it to about a third, but then Lanoon kills with Facade. I actually could have won that if I had used Sing. I didn't really think I was going to outspeed there. Let's try it again. I switch out the Oran Berry for a Person Berry, but Norman Spinda still uses Facade. Nikki kills both Spinda and Vigoroth in a very similar fashion to last time, and this time we get to the Slacking with 21 HP. However, we miss Sing, and obviously faint to Slacking's Facade. We probably would have fainted about 5 times over from that range. I was so close to my first attempt, but I want to minimize resets, so I decided to level up to level 44, and then use a rare candy to get Psychic at level 45. Now Psychic obliterates the Spinda and the Vigoroth in one shot. I think Slacking could still one-shot me, so I put it to sleep successfully, and two-shot it with Psychic, and finally Lanoon goes down to another Psychic. If I was attempting to minimize in-game time or real time, I probably would have kept trying Norman, but I'm going to have to level up eventually, and I'd rather minimize the resets. Let me know if you guys think this is a good way to continue approaching these videos. I even make it through all the gym trainers before even teaching Nikki Ice Beam, but I finally remember I have this move before taking on Winona. Let me give you a summary of how this battle went. Nah, but for real, we used an Ice Beam, then an Ice Beam, then an Ice Beam, then a Psychic after a few Pelipper Protects, and an Ice Beam to finish it off. What an amazing battle with a bunch of variety. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. At Mount Pyre, I barely survived a double battle I accidentally entered. I was taken down to the brink of death with all 4 opponent Pokemon remaining, but pulled through with the help of a Citrus Berry I forgot I equipped. Surprisingly, a 2v1 is not ideal when you're extremely frail. The boomers on top of the mountain tell us that the blue and red orbs have been stolen. Tell me in the comments which colored orb you think each team stole. We take a quick pit stop from the bad guy stuff to destroy May in Lily Cove. Despite being named after the most elite birth month, she's not a challenge. Tropius dies in one Ice Beam, Ludicolo survives a Psychic, but a weak Astonish doesn't do much and we can retaliate the next turn with another Psychic. Pelipper delays the inevitable but dies to one Psychic. And finally, Unhappy Feet over here dies to one super effective Psychic. Next Magma Hideout continues to be a breeze, a lot of ground types in here go down easily, and we kill all the Numel before they can get an attack off. Would you guys believe it if I told you the blue orb did not successfully control Groudon, who's red, who was sitting in lava, which is red, for the team that is fully dressed in red? Maxie may be quite smooth-brained, but his team is a step above his lowly grunts. His first Pokemon, a level 37 Mightyena, goes down in one Ice Beam. I know we're quite over-leveled, but I'm still surprised we're one-shotting many of our foes. Crobat outspeeds and does 64 damage with Wing Attack before we kill with another Ice Beam. Last is Camerupt, which is finally legal to be evolved, by the way. I internally debate whether I can kill the Camerupt with one Psychic, but psych, I lied. Camerupt easily kills with an Earthquake for reset number 9. Next attempt, I get to the Camerupt with full health, but I'm still not confident I can survive an attack, so I put it to sleep. I've gotta say, for a 55% accurate move, I've been very happy with the hit percentage so far. I'm not happy the Camerupt woke up on turn 2 though. The fake tears was cancelled by the amnesia, so Camerupt survives on a sliver once again. However, it just uses amnesia again. A super potion heals Camerupt just enough to survive another psychic. Can you just die already? Next turn it finally dies, which makes Maxie go blasting off again. Next in this totally realistic plot, Team Aqua proceeds to steal a fucking submarine from a government facility. God, this 12-year-old gets no break, huh? The Aqua hideout is actually so laughable though. The admin says he's not stalling anymore and will crush us, then both of his Pokemon die in one shot. Nice job, bro. Without further ado though, it is now time for one of the battles I am most terrified for. Twins Andrew Tate and Liza Koshy. Each Pokemon individually does not represent too much of a challenge, but the double battle format makes it so my poor Smoochum will be double teamed. Don't take that out of context, she's a minor. We get up to level 55 and challenge the 7th gym leader. I decide to go for Claydol first and easily take it out with a super effective Beam O Ice. Xatu then killed Airplane with a Psychic to officially make it a 2v1. Ice Beam kills Solrock in one shot, and Xatu sets up a Calm Mind. However, next turn we still continue the trend of one-shotting Pokemon, killing Xatu with another Ice Beam, but we're subsequently put to sleep by Lunatone. We stay asleep forever, as Lunatone uses a Calm Mind, a Light Screen, and another Calm Mind. Lunatone's buffs make it so our Ice Beams do less than its Psychics. I'm running out of Ice Beam PP2, so I go for Psychic and that barely even tickles Lunatone. I try to go for Sing, but I miss. In Red Health this is not looking hopeful. I do hit Sing, but it only stays asleep for one turn, and the Crescent Moon takes me out for reset number 10. Attempt number 2, I get to Lunatone again with full health, but without being asleep. However, it gets a crit Psychic, I leave it with a crumb of health, and the Moonussie kills me again. I decide to use an elixir to re-enlarge my PP, and use a rare candy to get me to level 56, and we're going to go for a slightly different strategy for attempt number 3. We still take out the Claydol with an Ice Beam, and Xatu kills Airplane. We still kill Solrock with another Ice Beam, but this time Xatu confuses me. Well, there goes my plan. I try to eliminate the Xatu, but I hit myself in confusion. Lunatone uses Hypnosis, but I had a Chesto Berry equipped this time. That was my strategy. Not in a great position though. Although I can one-shot Xatu, I'm more scared of Lunatone, so I use Ice Beam on it, doing about 2/3 damage. Both just use Calm Mind, meaning I can kill Lunatone with another Ice Beam, even with the Citrus Berry heal. A crit Psychic from Xatu almost kills me, but Nikki hangs on and delivers a final blow to get the 7th gym badge. Easy peasy, not even close. As a reward for beating these stupid twins, we get Calm Mind, which I think will actually be very imperative for our final moveset, so that's good at least. We go to the Space Center that's approximately 50 feet away from a town of people. I don't know how they're going to launch a rocket from there, but whatever. Wait, are there Pokemon from space? Like alien Pokemon? Holy shit, yeah, they are. Sick. Anyways, we defeat all the grunts with ease, and with the help of my boy Steven, we win the double battle first try. Honestly, there's too much to commentate in a 2v2 battle, so I'm just going to let the footage play in the background. You also may notice I've already added Calm Mind to my moveset in place of Fake Tears. In this battle, we don't get mega targeted by the AI, and they even waste turns using Scary Face and using Takedown on Matang. Tackling a lump of conscious steel does not seem like a great idea, to be honest. We hit our Sing on Camerupt and take it out quickly, and as it was the only real threat, we drive Team Magma out of the Space Center. After the battle, we head over to Steven's vacation home and get Dive to, you guessed it, take out another bad guy hideout. I just wonder how these teams have acquired such a following. Like Team Rocket and Team Plasma, I get it, right? They're criminals. But Team Aqua and Team Magma don't make any sense. At the end of the cave, Archie fights us so he can awaken Kyogre. His Mightyena is outsped and falls to one Ice Beam. Against Crobat, I go for Calm Mind because I doubt I can one-shot Archie's last Pokemon. Crobat does just under half with Wing Attack, and Nikki survives the second one in the red to dispose of the angry bats. Let's see if that Calm Mind was enough to one-shot the Sharpedo, and yes it was. Archie decides to awaken Kyogre even though he lost. What a sore fucking loser. Archie's gambit to awaken Kyogre ultimately fails as he is also colorblind though. Blue does not equal red, dummy. Anyways, y'all know the story. Big rain, whale fights dinosaur thing, we awaken the green noodle boy, and it goes... Wah wah wee wah, problem solved, great success. After saving the world from several natural disasters, the 8th gym leader is a piece of cake. He starts with a fish that has inferior lips and an inferior brain than my Smoochum. I mean, look at this thing's moveset. It's garbage. I equipped a person berry, so I decide to just use Calm Mind until the berry gets used. After Love Disc hits me with 2 weak water pulses and misses 2 sweet kisses, I feel I've set up enough to thoroughly obliterate his team. And in this assumption, I am correct. We complete the legendary 4-for-4 on the other 4 Pokemon, using an Ice Beam on the Dark-type Crawdaunt and Psychics on the other 3 Pokemon. Please don't sue me, Wendy's. Anyways, on to Victory Road. It's not as easy as like Gen 2 Victory Road, but it's still not too bad. We have to face Wally. He may think he's our rival, but he's not really ours. He kinda gives me Hop from Pokemon Sword and Shield vibes, to be honest. I don't really know why. I guess I'm proud of him for making it this far, though. He leads with the Dragon Flying type Altaria, so Nikki destroys it with a quad effective Ice Beam. We're a bit over leveled at this point, so a Psychic takes down the Delcatty in just one shot as well. I go for Psychic on Magneton, but it doesn't kill, but Magneton just uses Screech, sealing its fate to be murdered in cold blood on the following turn, with a crit just to flex. Rosalia faints to 1 Psychic, leaving just his Ace Gardevoir. He barely hangs on from an Ice Beam, but just uses Future Sight. Wally heals, but 2 more Ice Beams takes down the green-haired lad. As we venture deeper into Victory Road, we run into our worst nightmare, Cool Trainer Julie. I don't think I can one-shot Ninetales, and I thought it would have Flamethrower, so I try to put it asleep. But look at this luck. I miss Sing twice in a row, and I get confused. Whatever. I then hit myself in confusion, get hit by a crit Ember, got burned, and then hit myself in confusion again. Turns out it doesn't even have Flamethrower. Next time around, we defeat Cool Trainer Julie and get through the rest of Victory Road without many issues. Also, don't worry guys, I was definitely not looking at pictures of Victory Road showing all the warp zones or anything. Definitely not, I'm a pro. After healing at the Elite Four Pokemon Center, I go back to Mount Pyre and acquire the Shadow Ball TM for the Elite Four, thinking it will be useful for Phoebe. At level 62, we enter the Elite Four. Do you think we can win at this level? Mighty Ena's Intimidate does not matter as it only lowers physical attack. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Ice Beams defeat Sydney. I think that crit definitely mattered on Crawdaunt, but I doubt it could have done much anyway. We head to Phoebe's room with a Person Berry in hand? Where do Pokemon hold their berries? Anyways, not important. Phoebe leads Dusclops, and I forgot the Short King Ghost always seems to go for Protect turn 1. And yes, Dusclops is 5'3", Short King. Turn 2, Nikki kills the crit Psychic, Banette comes out second and survives with a Sliver, and one-shots me despite being 14 levels lower. Yeesh. Take 2, starting off with Sydney. 1 Ice Beam, 2 Ice Beams, 3 Ice Beams, and 4 Ice Beams. I sound like a broken record. Crawdaunt does survive a regular Ice Beam as I predicted, but it just uses Sword Stance and we still defeat Sydney without being touched. This time I go into Phoebe's battle with Shadow Ball instead of Psychic because I still have a Psychic TM I can relearn in my bag. I use Calm Mind turn 1, and then Shadow Ball turn 2, and that damage was pathetic. At this point, I was still forgetting that ghost moves are physical, hence Calm Mind would not affect it. I am able to kill Dusclops with an Ice Beam, but Banette comes out second, I don't kill with the Shadow Ball, and I still get one shot. Back to the drawing board. At this point, I'm going to stop showing Sydney because he's pathetically easy. This attempt at Phoebe, I level up to level 66, and try to set up more Calm Minds. I set up 2 Calm Minds on the Dusclops for free. It only has Shadow Punch too, so I think I can live an attack. I go for a third thinking it would use Confuse Ray, but it uses Curse. I one-shot everything, but Phoebe has just one too many Pokemon and is able to outlast Smoochum's Rage. If I had the Shell Bell instead of the Person Berry equipped as well, I could have won. Next attempt, I'm still a dumbass and I put Light Screen, which raises our special defense in my moveset. I'm sorry past me is so stupid. Dusclops uses Protect twice, allowing me to set up 2 Calm Minds. I use Psychic turn 3, but it protects again. From this point, I one-shot Dusclops, Banette, and Dusclops with Psychic. Nice little palindromic sequence right there. Sableye is a dark type, so we use Ice Beam and take out the Sableye as well. Okay, as long as Phoebe's lead Dusclops goes for a double protect, we can consistently beat Phoebe now. On to Glacia for the first time. I want to see how much a Psychic does, and it does quite well, taking Celio into the red as it just uses Hail. I know Glacia will use a heal, so I go for a Calm Mind. Good prediction, Connor, you're so talented. Anyways, after that special attack buff, I kill Celio with just one Psychic. Surprisingly, I also outspeed the rest of her 4 Pokemon and one-shot. I'm extremely surprised I one-shot the Walrein, wow. Nice work, Nikki, really living up to the Glass Cannon moniker. For Drake, he should be easy because 3 of his Pokemon will take 4x damage from Ice Beam, right? I forgot his Shelgon loves to spam Protect turn 1 as well, so I should have gone for Calm Mind. Anyways, it still easily dies to a super duper effective Ice Beam. Flygon, which is next, also dies to a super duper effective Ice Beam. Salamence will also take 4 times damage from Ice Beam, but it outspeeds me at level 67 and kills with a single Rock Slide. Dang, okay. I either have to hope to get the 10% miss chance or outspeed the Salamence. Next try, I use 2 extra rare candies and get to Drake at level 69. This has gotta be it. I'm at the funny number level. Moment of truth? Nope, still outsped. Okay, this is my last ditch effort, or I'll have to train to get a few extra levels. I use all my rare candies before fighting Sydney, and I enter Drake's battle in the high level 69 range. I should level up to level 70 by Salamence. I use my Calm Mind on Shelgon, and then one-shot with Ice Beam. Flygon still goes down to 1 Ice Beam, and level 70 for Smoochum gives me an additional 2 speed. Is that enough? Yes, it is! And I one-shot the Salamence with Ice Beam. Altaria then dies to 1 Ice Beam, and thankfully Kingdra dies to a regular effectiveness Psychic. On to the champion for the first time. I decide to go into the champion battle with a held Pecha Berry to avoid potential toxic shenanigans. I go for the risky play here and try to put Wailord to sleep. I don't think there's any way we will make it through all of Wallace's Pokemon if we're not one-shotting a majority of them. Nikki hits Sing and gets off 2 Calm Minds before Wailord wakes up and does decent damage with Water Spout. It's go time. Wailord goes down to 1 Psychic, 1 down. Next is Tentacruel, who obviously goes down to a super effective Psychic. I really want to be done with this challenge, come on. Ludicolo is destined to the same fate and we're halfway there. Whiscash falls to a Psychic. 2 more. Here's a scary one, but yes! The mighty water-flying dragon falls. 1 more. I press Psychic, but it doesn't kill. Is this where my run ends after all of this? Nope, it just goes for Toxic. We heal the poison, and Milotic heals with a Citrus Berry. 1 last Psychic defeats the champion. At level 71, and after 8.5 hours of in-game time at 2 times speed, Nicki Minaj is on top of the world. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Only 18 resets for a blind playthrough of a Pokemon with Smoochum's stats was honestly a pleasant surprise. Smoochum's decent special attack and great moveset got it through the game with relative ease. Keep in mind that this was a first time playthrough, so everything is not optimal. I could definitely clean up many parts of the game, and I believe I could save at least an hour or 2 of in-game time if I attempted a speedrun of this challenge. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing something like that in the comments down below. Also let me know if there are any other runs you want to see me do in the future. But anyways, like the video if you liked the video, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with whatever content I upload to this channel. Bye bye!